Golfers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop scooping in the chip shot. If we manage to get rid of this bad shot, we're gonna be able to save a ton of shots around the green. We have a standard chip shot, we have small grass here, so we have to be careful how we're gonna take the ball, because if the grass is too small, most of the people, they're gonna start to get a bit handsy. And when they get handsy, they are going to start to scoop the golf ball. So let's take a wedge. 54 for this shot should be okay, because we have quite a bit of distance towards the flag, so probably like 33 meters, and we have a bit of wind into as well. So 54 is gonna be the right club. But when you have small grass, you have to land the ball fairly far onto the green because the flag is in the back, and then you have into most of the people that what they're gonna do, they're gonna try to actually help a little bit the ball in the air. So in this way, they're gonna start to use the hands a little bit too much, and then they might hit the ground before the golf ball, or they're actually gonna hit the ball in the middle, which is gonna make the ball just roll over the green, and it can't stop unless it gets out of the green on the other side. Most of the time when I see players doing this shot, I see them by using way too much right hand into the shot. So basically they try to help the ball get in the air with the right hand. And in this way, they can't control the low point because the torso is not turning, only the hands are turning very quick through the shot. And then the rate that the right hand is moving, it's always different. So this is why this shot, it requires a lot of timing. Sometimes you're gonna have really, really good chip shots, but sometimes they're gonna be lacking the control over the shot. So basically what that shot does, even if you make a pretty good backswing, then you're gonna just put the right hand into it, and then the club is not gonna go descending into the golf ball, it's gonna go actually ascending or hitting the ball more or less in the middle like that, and that's gonna just make the ball just roll, so it's not gonna fly too much. So a shot like that is going to look like this. And you can just see it just rolls over the green. It doesn't even want to stop, and it's always going to stop on the other side. You have to chip again, and it's so frustrating to actually just chip one and then from the other side, and then it's fairly hard to make a good score. So instead of making this bad issue, I'm going to show you a drill or a feel that you can actually do it even when you're playing, to help you with the right hand being a bit more quiet through the shot and actually hitting a lot better chip shots. Let's see what we are going to use for this drill, and then how you're gonna practice on the chipping area and what you can do on the golf course to keep that sensation, that feel going throughout your round. So I just took 3 tees and 1 golf ball, and then we're gonna start with the tees first. So I'm gonna just place the tees like this, at a reasonable distance between them. So now I'm gonna have a practice swing. And what I would like you to do is this. I want you first to open your trail hand and just place it to the side of the grip. Now in this way, it's very hard to put pressure on the shaft like this through the shot. It's gonna be a lot easier to just press with the palm down onto the shaft and maintain that angle between the right forearm, the trail forearm, and the shaft. So whenever we scoop the ball, we basically lose all the angle in the trail wrist. And now this actually helps the club head to move upwards through the shot. But if I have just the palm to the side of the grip, it's going to be very hard for you to actually put pressure into the shaft to bring it back as a scooping motion, because you're going to find yourself that you actually have to do quite a lot, to put quite a lot of force into that motion to get it going. So that is not going to work in this drill. So hand by the side of the shaft, we're going to make the backswing. And now from here, you're going to feel like you just slightly, you just press the hands a bit forward to increase that angle that you have in the right wrist. So in this way, we have a sensation for what a good chip shot works like. So you see, in this way, I always maintain the angle between the trail forehand and the shaft. So if I would be now to grip the club as normal and do another practice swing, you see basically the shaft stays in the same position. So this is going to teach us how to remove the trail hand from the shot. Now let's go to the first tee. Have the same position of the trail hand, because now if you do a little bit of scooping, you might not hit even the tee. So I just managed to brush it there. But if you're doing actually a bit more scooping, there's no way to touch the tees because it's such a small target. We need to be so precise in hitting it. So let's just throw the tee forward with a good motion. So right hand, trail hand next to the club, no pressure onto the shaft, and now I'm controlling the club with left hand. So back and through. That was one. Now let's go to the second tee. And you're gonna see that whenever you don't put pressure into the shaft, the tees are always going to fly forward. So now I have a pretty good sensation how the right hand should work into the shot. Now we're gonna take a golf ball and let's have a practice swing first. So just back and through. Now I want you to put the hand as normal on the grip, have a few practice swings. So just feel how the wrist stays in the same place without manipulating the club with the trail hand. And now just a really, really small chip shot. So not too much pressure on the right hand, small backswing, and then go through the shot. Really small shot for now, because I just want you to focus how the right hand or the trail hand is working through the shot. And this is going to be what I would like you to do when you are on the chipping ground. So 3 tees, you try to have the hand to the side, hit the 3 tees, then you're gonna make a practice swing with normal grip, and you're gonna hit 1 ball. And then you put the tees back, you're gonna try the same thing, but then you're gonna try to actually chip to a target. This was the practice that I want you to do when you're on the chipping ground. So we are on the golf course now. We have a medium chip shot, about 30 meters, as I just said. And what I want you to do when you have a chip shot is this. So you're gonna have a practice swing with the trail hand by the side of the club. And this would be the sensation for the swing as well. Always the club head finishes close to the ground. If you'd go like that way, that was a scooping motion. You see how high the head is now. So we always try to keep the club head low to the ground in a chip shot. Now we got a pretty good sensation. Let's see how we're gonna do with this shot. So now normal grip, and just try to apply the sensation into the shot. This is going to be the way I want you to practice and then play on the golf course. Because if we can get rid of that extra motion of the right hand or the right wrist during the swing, during the chipping swing, then we're gonna get a lot better at chipping, and we can actually have a really good chance to make an up and down. Now, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment in the comment box below, and I'll see you next week at the Solution Golf.